to play this map for the first time. Looking forward to seeing what these two teams do. Alright, now let's look at the bans. We cannot look at history for bans on this map because we haven't seen it, as I've said. I wouldn't be surprised to see some Thatcher or some Maverick. We are going to see Thatcher first. Not really a surprise. The question is who's going to be the attacking ban coming out from Apollo. Now it'd be interesting to see some what's the word I'm looking for here? Roam denial. So possibly Jackal. Maybe Ying as the kind of operator that free Elo would bring out. It is going to be the Jackal. So that's kind of expected. This map is pretty good for roamers. You've got 3 staircases up to the top floor and down to the bottom floor. So it does make sense to try to ban an operator that can counteract or take those roamers out of play. But of course, we do also appreciate the likes of a Nomad ban on this map. Because of course, runouts, jump outs, they are the thing here. Very much the thing. And if you take Nomad out of play, that helps you to stop those jump outs. There's only so many claymores that you can put down on the ground, right? There's only so many claymores that you can put into play. And Gridlock, although she does something similar, you can get past it. You just have to listen to the sound cue. So an air jab is just more effective. So Nomad in play could be a big factor here. Valkyrie is no big surprise. Great intel operator. And with all the spots outside that you can throw cams, it's no surprise to see her get taken out here. No surprise whatsoever. So Mira, good for the basement, but I'm not sure she's good for any other site in all honesty. So I don't know that Mira's actually the best ban for this map. But teams are going to choose what teams are going to choose. Now, Cafeteria and Garage is going to be the first site we're going to go to. A lot of teams do not favor going to top floor. Now, I know in ranked, people love to go to the top floor first. That's where you go in ranked. It's just what you do. But in competitive play, a lot of teams actually avoid that site altogether and don't even bother going there if they can avoid it, just because they feel it's more attacking favored. You've got so many windows you can rappel up on and hold down crossfires. Once you shut down those jump outs or run outs, the crossfires that you can hold on all of these windows, so you get one up here on the connector window, you've got another one up here on the console window, another one over here on the bathroom window, possibly someone up here looking down, cutting off the run out on here. You know, it does make the top floor a little bit risky for the attack. Sorry, for the defensive team. So we don't see defense going there quite as often as you do in ranked, because ranked plays, you know, they don't really consider that sort of thing. In ranked, a lot of people solo queue and they think, yeah, but solo queue will go upstairs, it's the best site, and then I'm just going to play offsite. It's the best site, but I'm going to play offsite. So you don't really get much of that thought going into the ranked plays here on this map, whereas in competitive, downstairs, basement, that's what it's about. Slams is going to be coming in playing as Ash. There he is, just running along. He's got that lovely little winter elf hoodie, Christmas elf hat on his head as he climbs up, droning out, getting ready to make his way into console most likely. But we do have Pluto playing up here on the Mozzie. He's got the 1.5 scope. He sees the trajectory of those bullets and he is going to hold, looking at the bottom of the window, ready and waiting. But as talked about, we do have players rappelling on other windows. Jay got booted, playing that Nomad, very, very important. There's going to be rappelling up here on Spiral Staircase, waiting for a rotate through this hallway. Now, Pluto is not going to be coming that way because he's made his way downstairs. And that is top floor control in the favor of Apollo. Whether they realize it or not, they have top floor control. Jay got booted from that angle. That position is going to take down Colin, though. Most unfortunate for him. Where was that? That was downstairs on the first floor. He was going for that rotate around here, but Jay got booted, does get the kill. Hulu and the boys now have top floor control and they can start working their way down to site. Now, we don't have a sledge. We have 9 breaching charges, so that can be used for vertical destruction. I'd expect to see players come here into piano or press room, as it's officially called, to do some vertical destruction, but we are going to have Pluto playing in here, waiting. But he's going to get taken out from above on that hatch by Hulu. Great play there from Apollo. leaving Profit and Morgans all on their own in a 2 versus 4. Let's get down to site and take a look at what they are going to do here. Breaching charges being placed up above the standard anchoring positions, and that's going to force the defense to play slightly away from where they want to. Got to make them feel uncomfortable with those breaching charges to make it feel like they cannot sit anywhere on site without putting their life on the line. Electro Claw gets taken down, which is going to allow Zek, playing on Ace, to open up panels 1 and 3 so he can push in and get a default plant off right here by the van. That is the team kill, though, and that's going to help free Elo a little bit. They still have Maestro in play, who's going to be able to watch those cams that are looking for the default plant. Zek is going to try to drone out security, but it is signaled down and off. I suspect that Morgans has been spotted, as Ulysses is going to slowly walk his way down, but give his position away with the gunfire. Good guy Zek waiting to push in and get that plant, as Jay got booted, has left the game. Still a 2 versus 3 though, and it looks like we are going for that default take. They just want to track down these 2 defenders and take them out of play before they make their move. Maestro is going to see the player on yellow, and he's going to try to hold him back, but he gives away his spot. Morgan's last man standing is going to open fire with that mighty Alder. He's not going to do the damage he needs. His plant is going down. It is likely to be successful. But no, Ulysses manages to actually get that kill before the plant goes down. No 100 points for Zek. Most unfortunate. So let's pause while we wait for Jay. Bear with me. Alright, so we have paused it, just letting the teams know in chat that this will class as the single rehost, unfortunately. Could have been a banned skin, actually. Could have been a banned skin. That was TK came out from, who was it? Was it Hulu or Ulysses? I can't remember who did it. Cams is taking the back seat on this one. I was just see him in the chat there. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Cams. It was an accidental TK. We do have that confirmed. All right, let's get going again. I do enjoy watching Cams in the game. It's got the highest one of the highest sensitivities I've ever seen, matched by the likes of who's that player on Abrupt, and then Scythe, Curse, 100, just see them wiggling all about the place. Cams is one of those players as well. Just watching him walk around, just it's always nuts watching players with high sensitivity. I can't control low sensitivity, never mind high sensitivity. So watching people with high sensitivity just, oh, it's really weird, really weird. All right, so round number 1 is going to go to Apollo. Free Elo getting off to a slow start here. They need to do some work. They aren't too far behind right now, but they are going to go up to console and meeting. They're going to forget about cafeteria and garage this time and head their way up to the top floor and try their luck here to see how this one's going to go. Despite what I said earlier on, about teams not favoring the top floor, Free Elo always have a lot of strategies for a lot of maps. Now here I'd expect them to open up the bottom of this wall as they are doing. I'd expect them to open up some holes on the floor just around here and also by the desk. This is the standard Glossy Club setup. I'd expect a reinforcement in the middle, some holes with a shotgun to be opened up around here, possibly if they're going for the full Glossy. But let's see. We're going to have Cluto on that roam downstairs, going to shoot out these drones. Now, a lot of players on Mozzie like to try to get the drones as soon as the game starts. But what a lot of people will tell you is, no. At the start of the game, shoot the drones. Let the drones come in. Whittle the drones for the attack down until you know they've only got 3 or 4 left or whatever. And then you start picking up drones at the late game. You find your position and you start putting down your Mozzie pests and you deny that intel towards the end of the game. Because at the end of the game, that's where the intel comes in a lot more important. So you deny it at that point. So shoot drones, first, capture drones later is what a lot of people will tell you. Now, Colin is going to be playing here on the top of white stairs, which I never understand it being called white stairs because it's mostly yellow. Whereas over here, where it's mostly white, we call these yellow stairs. I mean, people, what are these call-outs? Now, Colin holding this angle, but Cluto is going to take down Hulu as he tries to enter the building. 3 quick kills in a row there just come out from Free Elo. In like 3 seconds, 3 people are dead. That is a great kill per second ratio here for Free Elo. That's probably a record in this season as Good Guys X going to start pushing his way around, but Profit's going to take him down. Free Elo have found their win here in this roundup. Frag grenade goes out, but there's no one there that's going to do any damage to. They know exactly where Ulysses is. They know he's in console. They just need to sit back and wait patiently. But no, Colin doesn't want to be patient. He wants to come round. He wants to get that pick and pad the stats. He's a little bit disappointed about round number 1, so he wants to put a kill on the board. And he does manage to do that, putting himself up to 2 kills to join his mate Profit, stealing the kills away from Morgans, who is down there at the bottom with 0 kills. Apollo doing their fair share of teamwork down here. As you can see, 1 kill each for Apollo. 1 kill each. Now, Cafeteria and Garage is going to get played again. Ying is going to come out. Now, I talked about Ying at the start as a potential ban, but she wasn't banned, and she is going to get taken advantage of here in this game. Ying is a fantastic operator. A lot of people sort of don't really think about Ying. And to be fair, when there's a Jaeger on the board or a Wamai,
attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
She will struggle, but she is a great operator. So good. She can clear utility, enter a site, and support all on her own, basically. I mean, you can use the hard breaching round if you want to. You can use the Yings to burn utility or blind people to get entry kills. If you bring smokes instead of the hard breach charge, you can use the smokes to burn utility or to go for the plant. She's just a very, very flexible operator that a lot of people overlook. So it's always good to see her coming out to play. Now, predicting a likely Cafeteria and Garage, or to be fair, because the top floor's been won, any site that Free Elo go to at this point is going to be attackable from above. So Slams is going to bring out the sledge because that's going to be key for vertical destruction. He's going to want to get his way into piano or press room, as it is called, like I talked about in the first round. And he's going to want to open up the floor to do some damage, move people out from underneath into more unconventional positions, like we talked about in round number 1. 30 seconds to go. We still have some site setups being done here by Profit, making himself a little punch hole so he can shoot anyone that walks through. I think it's a little bit too high, so he's going to lower it, but that is going to give him away a whole lot more. There we go. He does get it right eventually. Well done, Profit. Morgan's going to be playing that same spot in security with Cluto, just watching default cams, giving pings to the drones as they go around. Jag playing downstairs. Look at that. All those ping drones just rolling around. Good utility here, good use of utility here on these cams though to spot where these cams are going so they know where flank drones are. Colin is going to try to get that kill onto Jay. Got booted, I think it was, outside the double door, but as H8 Ulysses comes downstairs from the top floor, which has been cleared out by the attack, he does manage to shoot Colin in the back of the head. Great teamwork there from Apollo as they stacked up on Colin, pinched him, and killed him. Very nice work. 5 versus 4, and Apollo take the man advantage with 1.5 minutes left to go on the clock. Pings go out, letting the rest of the team know, hey, there's a barricade here. We're going to need to do something to get past that. It's going to make a bit of noise. It's going to be noisy, but we're going to have to deal with it at some point if we want to go in through kitchen. As we talked about, Slams up above doing the damage he needs. Cluto down below. Doesn't have the C4 rip just yet. He's going to see Sledge. C4 is going to go up, and Sledge, though, has backed out. C4 does not get pulled. Jay got booted, does get refragged, leaving Nomad out of play. He's looking for the operator who wants to watch, but he is going to watch a flank drone instead. Sledge making his way past these holes that he has created, and Cluto is going to look to see if he can get that pick as Sledge starts to move more towards the press room. Slams upstairs, Impress, along with his teammate, getting into the gunfight, but H8 Ulysses is the one that takes the win on the yellow stairs. Frag grenade goes out, but he sees the ADS and is going to shoot it out first as Hulu claims the life of Profit. That is Bandit taken out of play, leaving just Cluto and Morgans all on their own. Morgans holding the same position here that he held in the last round, waiting to get this kill onto the player on yellow. Shots are going to go out. Ulysses is going to take a whole load of damage, but he doesn't get killed. But instead, Hulu does get killed by Cluto, who's going to get blinded by the Candelas. All on his own here in kitchen. Slam's looking through that hole in the floor, trying to get the picks. Red pings are going out. He's going to drop that grenade. We've got too many players upstairs right now. Zek is in and starting to plant on the default spot. And that is not known by Free Elo, but it is known now as the camera starts to try to deny the plant, and it does get shot down. Plant is successful. Player comes down yellow stairs, and the two players off Free Elo need to be aware of that. Ace on the breach is going to get downed, and it is possible that Free Elo don't realize he is down. Morgans finishes off that kill, and they need to try to get that diffuser. Pluto does go down, though, at the hands of Slams all the way outside on the staircase. Morgans knows exactly where Sledge is, but Sledge is going to get that pick. In the post plant, and Apollo are going to take it. And at the moment, it's looking like Voxy wasn't talking too much nonsense when he predicted a possible Apollo win. Cams is 100 horizontal, 28 vertical. Yeah, the vertical is insane to have high. Horizontal, yeah. I've used 100 horizontal, and it was interesting. It was interesting. Actually, I got used to it for a little while, but I don't stick with it. I roll at something like 75, 80 for my horizontal. So anyway, Hulu going to be 6 picking that Monty, while Jagger's going to be 6 picking the Mute. Who are they going to go to for Cafeteria and Garage? What have Free Elo thought about that they need to change up in order to get a win on this site? We are going to get the Vigil coming out from Jag. He's going to be roaming around, and Hulu is going to switch onto Ash from the Monty. So we should see Jag versus Hulu at some point in this game. Pluto is also going to be on roaming duties, possibly. Colin has been roaming along with Pluto, so it's interesting to see how Jag is going to play Vigil. Will he play the on-site Vigil, or will he play the roaming Vigil? That is the question. It can be interesting to see a big top floor roam, holding onto this top floor for as long as possible. If you have someone like Jag on Vigil up here, denying the drone intel, and also Cluto up here possibly with the Mozzie Pests, despite what I said earlier about waiting until later, having the Mozzie Pests up here along with a Vigil at the start of the round could bode very, very well. Cluto's going to go for a peek onto the gas station, but no one has actually spawned there, so that is going to be fruitless. As Jag is going to watch the cams, he's going to see 2 players coming over from the default side, from the front of the building. Camera gets taken out. Jag goes for the cheeky run out. That's a bold play. That is a bold play, but already Ulysses is repelled on that admin window, and Jag just runs into the gunfire. Now we do have another player here. That's Mozzie. That's Cluto. Oh, but they trade. Oof. Ulysses with the headshot there. Cluto just getting the body shots and still claiming the kill. So Ulysses getting the headshot instead probably was what caused that trade. If it hadn't been the headshot, that probably would have been a win for Cluto. Sledge is going to repel into admin. Free Elo are being a little bit rambunctious with their moves into the building here. And they possibly need to slow it down a little bit if they want entering the building. Running around the building, a little bit rambunctious with their running around the building. They possibly want to slow it down a little bit and play a little bit more cautiously. They did well on this site before when they managed to hold it down. Sorry, they managed to do well on console and meeting with that upstairs hold before. And they managed to get those 3 quick kills and then play off of that. But downstairs, they are not having the luck. Jay got Boot is going to take down Colin, and that leaves Prophet and Morgans on their own yet again. 4 versus 2. Things are not looking good for Free Elo on this map. Typically, Consulate has been a strong map for Free Elo, but today it isn't looking that way. Ash breaching rounds going off all over the place, taking out utility. That will be the barbed wire taken out, as Sledge doing all the damage from above, as you would expect. Roamers have been shut down, leaving us with 2 players out on site. Ash is going to run outside to do something. Ace starting to open up the wall, as you would expect. Free fires there onto yellow. And this is looking very, very challenging right now for the 2 players on defense. Morgan's holding that tight angle onto the yellow staircase, waiting for the player to peek himself around. That's going to be Jay on Nomad, it looks like, just waiting for the peek. as for some reason Morgan starts to worry that someone's coming in from behind. He's not playing the Maestro this time though. He is playing on the smoke and he gets shut down. Prophet is the last man standing in a 1 versus 4. Players have all flooded into sight now. The pistol has come out and Apollo is feeling confident. But Jay got booted to pull out the pistol like that. He clearly knew exactly where Bandit was. As all 4 players swarmed the site in the hopes of getting the kill. Now, console and meeting has become unlocked for free Elo. They are going to go back there. That's going to be read into perfectly well by Apollo. It's going to be no surprises to find that free Elo are upstairs on the top floor. Lay off my soul. Echo Joe is no longer in free Elo. He is no longer in free Elo. That's why he is not playing. He was taken off the roster at the end of week 3, I think it was. Yeah, end of week 3 he was taken off the roster. Morgan's replaced him last weekend. Not the one just gone, but the one before. Okay.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Top floor hold. Let's see if Free Elo can be as successful here as they were the first time they played it. They played it very, very well the first time. They will probably struggle to replicate the immediate success that they had the first time they played this site, simply because Apollo should be ready for it, and you shouldn't expect to get away with the same stuff repeatedly. You just should not expect it. So let's see the setup here. We've got a castle barricade going up on connector window, or waiting room window. This is actually called waiting room officially, not connector, but it is called waiting room. So standard one there on that window. That will slow down anyone rappelling up here, holding the crossfire through here onto what gets called Baguette, I believe. Jay got booted, taking the early damage from a defender. He is going to back out. He's going to be forced to retreat, to hold onto his health a little bit longer. The rest of the castle barricades. There's a Gon 6 being used somewhere. Hulu straight up here onto the balcony. You see the 2 castle barricades. It's going to slow down the push from admin and also from spiral staircase. Hulu's decided to give up on balcony and is going to drop down and make his way in through the lobby instead, looking for utility. Jay got booty, gets taken down by Colin. Colin gets the second. That's the importance of the vigil. He can deny these drones. There was a second drone there on the side. I don't know if he spotted it, but that drone, I'm pretty confident, has spotted him. He's going to use his utility. That drone, is he going to see it now? There he goes. He does see it. And he takes it out of play. 2 drones dead, leaving Apollo with 7 drones in the pocket. 5 versus 3. And it looks like console and meeting is or should be at least, the primary site for free Elo, because they do much better here. As we can see, Apollo now trying to work out what they want to do. Slam's just face checking everything, worrying about something. Someone's on spiral though, and that is going to be Colin. That's the triple kill for Colin. I just need to watch him. Pluto is on the first floor with him. Player on yellow stairs. The head is going to be seen by Colin, but it's not going to get shot off as he spends all of his bullets on nothing. As Hulu does manage to take him down, and that is Colin's reign of terror ended for this round at least, as we are now in a 3 versus 2 with 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock. 6 drones left for Apollo. Let's see what they can make of them. Good guy Zek is on drones trying to get that intel. Going to join his teammate and drone ahead of him up that yellow staircase. This is what we like to see. But the Mozzie Pest is going to grab it. That leaves just 2 drones in the pockets now. Hulu's going to send his drone up to that one that's been captured by the Mozzie Pest. Now, Mozzie is out of commission, so that drone is going to be effectively useless, other than saying, hey, they're coming up the yellow staircase. Interestingly, Apollo have decided to not shoot that drone out, so that intel is still live. They are going to come up spiral, and they do have the breaching rounds to deal with this castle barricade. They're going to drone it first, and Jag is sitting there waiting. But he's going to back out. Breaching charge goes up. They know exactly where that player is coming from. It goes off. And Hulu's going to be holding here on the back of the staircase, waiting for someone to show their head. Free Elo, if they want to win this round, need to just play very, very cautiously and force Apollo into their game. Morgans does get taken down by Zek. Hulu, though, with a fantastic refrag. That's the double kill. Hulu, 1 versus 2. It is winnable. It is winnable. He's going to get the second. He's just got to find the third. He doesn't have diffuser, so he needs to get the kill. And he's going to get it. Hulu comes in clutch at the end of the round and manages to find the last 3 players. Superb work from Hulu. Jay got booted. Owes him a packet of wine gums. Or something. Whatever Hulu likes. I don't know. I mean, what is it people like now? Freddos? Freddos, yeah. My God. What a win for Apollo. That was 3 Elo's round. If we'd have seen that last player just playing on the staircase. Just on the staircase. 3 Elo would have had that. Be tucked up in that corner. One of the more common spots to hold, to be fair, especially when there's a load of holes in the wall. It's unfortunate. Ulysses is going to 6-pick Twitch and go onto Flores instead. So one dangerous drone operator to another dangerous drone operator. I do look forward to seeing Flores being played more here and seeing what Flores can do. Echo Joe has joined back. Oh, but not the roster. Ah, okay. Well, Joe, you are... I mean, obviously it's not for me to decide, but I can tell you that even though we're still in the same season, even though you were roster locked because you played 2 games, you're still roster locked to 3 Elo. So if you wanted to join back the roster at the end of this week, then you are allowed to. Colin is allowed to put you back on. So do bear that in mind, Echo Joe. And Colin, if you're watching this VOD, that just because you left the roster doesn't mean you can't come back to the roster in a transfer window. You are allowed to return to the same roster that you are locked to. That is a thing. That is allowed. Because you're locked to that roster, right? So why wouldn't you be allowed to come back to it? Just makes sense. But if it's just planned, if that's known and it is planned that you'll return next season, then all good, my guy. I would like to see you change the name though, or at least just not play Echo. In fact, no, it's not even play Echo. It's just I always want to say Echo Drone when I'm talking about Echo Joe because it's just so natural. So yeah, Echo Joe, change your name, please. Do not be Echo Joe. Be like Billy Joe or something like that. I don't know. Jag is going to take some early damage on this window. Slams is playing outside it. He hits it open with that mighty sledgehammer and is going to hold a position on it while Jag is going to stand there watching it. Drone is going to get taken out, leaving 9 drones in the pocket for Apollo. Great drone economy here as Slams goes on to another drone. Stun grenades go out to burn the ADS. Frag grenade is getting cooked, and that's going to go in, but Jag has managed to back out in time, and Morgans manages to get the kill onto Slams through a hole in the wall. Fantastic play from Morgans. That is what we love to see. 5 versus 3. Jag manages to claim one of his own, and 3 Elo are starting to wake up. They have the advantage. They need to be very, very cautious here. They have had the advantage in the last round, and look at what happened. They didn't count on Hulu just coming in and absolutely wrecking everybody. Hulu gets the intel on the drone, starts to push in. Oh, but he doesn't count on the player down there on benches. Colin comes around and gets the frag. That's Hulu out of commission as Morgans takes down one of his own. Good Guy Zek is the last player standing in a 5 versus 1. And it looks like we are going to have a little retreat here. And maybe a minute, 20 seconds to have an informal tactical timeout. Now, Apollo can talk about things, but at the end of the day, this is the last round of the first half, so they can't talk about what's gone wrong in their attack here because they're not attacking again. They are going to be going on to defense in the next half. And they can talk about... Oh, I just realized. I've had the wrong... there we go. I've had the wrong thing up there all this time. We've got both players, both teams currently playing on the... There we go. Apollo on attack. I had it showing as blue on attack and orange on defense. FML. FML? Yeah, FML. That's the thing. All right, informal tactical timeout. Colin watching angles, Jag watching cams, Cluto just waiting. Apollo have learned, sorry, 3 Elo have learned, let's not throw things away, boys. It's a 1v5, sure. But it's not impossible for Good Guy Zek to get the win. And as Good Guy Zek approaches the doorway, Colin is there waiting. The pre-fire goes out, giving Colin that intel. And Colin does take the round. 4-3 Elo. Now, as the sides are going to switch, we see Apollo moving on to defense. There we go. I've now changed the symbols on the bar. Cafeteria garage. First site of choice for Apollo. No surprises. Ah, Barry likes the wine gums. Okay, okay. Barry likes the wine gums. Good to see. Good to see. All right. Now, we are going to get Maestro 6-picked in favor of the Kaid.
Protect your bombs from
So,
being defused by attackers.
is that going to make a difference? It'll be interesting to see what Ulysses does with the Kaid. Now, Free Elo has some cheeky little spots. They put the Kaid Electro Claws on to stop IQ from taking them down from up above, or to stop anyone from taking them down from up above, in fact. You can put one underneath... No, wait. You put one underneath these little boxes on the wall here. That covers at least the left side. And then I can't remember what Glossy used to do with the other one. I don't know if it went under this box to cover off the right one and leave the middle one exposed. I can't recall. But they had interesting setups for it. Jay got booted bringing out the Tachanka. This is what I love to see. People sleep on Tachanka still, but he is very, very viable now with that utility that he's got. A great play I've seen from Tachanka on this site is have Tachanka standing up here on this table with a hole here in the wall, and you can just chuck those fire grenades out here onto the staircase, out here onto default plant, and you can just really deny an area from getting pushed, especially in those dying seconds. So where we saw Morgans holding the angle from over here in the previous rounds and getting shot, you could have Tachanka on there instead, not even having to worry about holding that angle. Just stand there, just every few seconds, pop off a grenade. Now Slams is going to take down Cluto early on. That is most unfortunate for Cluto. That is Iana taken out. That is 2 frag grenades lost. And like I said, I think Free Elo possibly need to be just a little bit more cautious about what they're doing as they enter the building or as they roam around the building. They're losing lives a little bit too early on in quite a few of these rounds, and it's not the way to win it. Apollo a 4-2 up. Now what's interesting is that Apollo through this season have done so bad on attack, and defense has been where they have done their best. So to see them go 4-2 up when they're on attack, which has historically been their worst side, to see them then go on to defense with a 4-2 lead does show promise for Apollo in this matchup here tonight. Electroclaw is taken down. Thelmas are going to go up onto the wall, and panel 1 and 3 is going to get opened as Prophet does take down. Jay got booted. That is that important plant denial taken out of play as Slams does get picked off as well by Colin. That's as Ash playing on the top floor, 4 versus 3. 1 minute 15 left to go. Main wall is open, or main door is open rather, as Buck is taking a lot of damage from underneath, but Jag is going to get that kill onto good guy Zek from outside the breach. Drones giving the intel, letting them know where the shields are. There's a player in security, but that player isn't going to get spotted just yet. That is Kaid with Hulu playing at the top, or the bottom rather, of Visa staircase. Now Morgan's waiting to make his way down spiral, it looks like, with Prophet applying the pressure from above. 44 seconds to go. Jag waiting to move in and get the default plant down. There is no Maestro Evil Eye to deny it. Ulysses does not have a C4 in hand, so he's not going to be able to deny it with a C4. Player starts to push his way in, but he gets taken down by Morgans. Jag is going to start that plant. They know exactly where Hulu is. Who's going to manage to down Ash. Plant is successful, and it is a 3 versus 1. Colin is not going to be revived. Colin's not going to get revived as Hulu does finish off that kill. 1 versus 3. And this, it's safe to say, is a round that's going to Free Elo. And it's one they very much need. A nice pick from Morgans there to finish off the round. Just squeezing his bullets in between the shield and the holes there. Free Elo not out for the count yet, starting to even things up a little bit more. Cafeteria Garage is going to be the site of choice yet again for Apollo. Let's remind ourselves of the stats that I bumbled my way through at the start of the stream. Consular overall, 69% defender favored, so you'd expect the defense to be winning approximately 2 out of every 3 rounds that are played. Console and Meeting, 33% attacking favored, 67% defender favored. Cafeteria and Garage, again, 67% defender favored. These stats are from last season, where we had a fair few Consulate plays, to be fair. We had Consulate played a few times. Not loads, but it was played a few times. So that's some fairly good data, but it is from last season, not from this season, where we have the likes of Flores now in play, who potentially could make a shift to that statistic. At the moment, we are seeing defense, though, only winning 3 out of 7 rounds. So the tides have turned, and we are seeing the attack actually winning more than defense, which is not the way this map is supposed to go, based on last season's statistics. All right, so reinforcements going up in the public bathroom.
10 seconds to go.
Also, on desk,
5 seconds
I would
to
expect holes to get opened up on the top floor, possibly if we're going to get a top floor roam. We are going to get Hulu going for a little peek here. Is he going to be successful? There is Jag spawning over there. And we are seeing Slams go for one as well, but he isn't going to get one. Is Hulu going to get lucky? No, he's not. Jag's waiting. Jag's droning. Jag's not coming anywhere near that window anytime soon. There we go. He's on drone, just giving intel. Or trying to gather that intel. So no successful spawn peaks coming out for Apollo just yet. But Cluto is going to claim the life of Slams. That's Mozzie taken off of the board. That's going to be a bit of a problem if he hasn't put any drones that he's captured into useful positions. If he's playing Mozzie fairly properly, as a lot of people say, he possibly hasn't even captured any drones yet. We have 8 drones in the pockets of free Elo. As Jag getting ready to open up this wall. Gone 6. Utility is used. These walls are going to get opened. Pro's drone is rolling around in sight. That's going to go up here underneath the van. Oh no, good guy. Zek playing on the castle manages to take down Colin as he comes from archives. Evening things up. 4 versus 4. 2 minutes left on the clock. Free Elo looking to even things up with a win in this round and make it 4-4. They do not want to lose another round just yet. They need to start building momentum and start getting wins. We've seen Apollo win 3 rounds in a row. But Free Elo have yet to win 2 rounds in a row even. Cluto is going to sneak his drone past that Mozzie pest very skillfully as Morgan sets up that flank air jab. Prophet taking a whole load of damage up in that press room as he was in a previous round. He knows there's a player. Yellow pings are going out. He's going to hold this angle onto that player that is up on the first floor. That's going to be Hulu playing on the Jaeger. He is not going to push down to Spiral though. He's going to pull back and make his way to the other side of the building and hold in Visa, where we do not have intel for free Elo. Now, the only way to get to him is to rotate upstairs and come downstairs. But he's not going to do that. Hulu does go down, and the grenade does finish him off. Nicely done by Cluto. The importance of having Diana in play with those frag grenades. Cluto knows someone's there. Morgans is going to get the pick instead of Cluto. Either way, Hulu was going down to that crossfire. This is much better coordinated play coming out now from the attackers. Yokai drones are laid down on the floor. Those will get easily taken out by the attackers if they see them. Oh, but Buck is looking at... Ace is looking around trying to find them, but he can't see it. He doesn't know it's on the floor. There we go. There's the Tachanka utility that's really going to slow down the plant and the push as Jag is in sight. He's going to manage to take down... Good guy Zek from behind as Jay got booted. Is the last man standing. He's going to take a load of bullets in the back. He tries to run away, but Cluto on the yellow stairs is going to get that kill. And Free Elo get what they very much need, and that is an equalizer, making it 4-4 at the end of round number 8. So a great start from Apollo, but Free Elo starting to bring things back. Console and meeting. Apollo have given up on Cafeteria and Garage. They've said no. Tried it twice. We failed it twice. It ain't working, boys. It ain't working. Let's go upstairs. Let's head upstairs. See if we can have some luck up there. It's worth noting that not once... Actually, I'm lying to you. I am not lying to you.
Attackers need to locate and
Because I realise I've been writing things down incorrectly. I was just looking at my notes and thinking, wait a minute. Am I telling the truth or am I lying? Turns out I'm not lying. As we look at the stats, Cafeteria and Garage has been played 4 times. Not once has the defending team won it. But let's remind ourselves of the stats for that site. If we go to last season's statistics, Cafeteria and Garage has won 67% of the time by defense. So every 3 times it was played, it was won once by attack. Whereas here it's been played 4 times and it's been won by attack every single time. A huge, huge shift in the statistics as we come into Season 3 onto Consulate for the very first time. With free Elo and Apollo bucking the trends, doing something a little bit different. A little bit different. Now, if you are in the stream and haven't chatted yet, please do feel free to do so. No one is going to bite you. If they do, Mrs. Toot will bite back, and that person will very unlikely bite again. So do not be shy. Feel free to have a chat. Tell us what you think about the game so far, who you're supporting, what you think of operator choices. Have you guys watched the reveal? How do you feel about the new operator that's coming to play? Have you seen the new tweaks to Bank, which I saw Pengu playing today? Look quite nice. Thoughts on the new seasons? Have a chat amongst yourselves, or just talk about the game, which is always very nice. Now, we do have one player rappelling up here on printer window. Hulu and Jay Got Booted are very much aware of this, as Pluto is going to be looking through, but that client-sided debris is going to go against him as Hulu gets the pick with the orb. Tries to take that drone, but he's much more accomplished at shooting faces than he is at shooting drones. He gets it eventually. 5 versus 4 as Pluto goes down far too early. Profit has moved into Visa, taking down default cams. Morgan's droning the top floor to get that intel. Jag already in control of admin with Colin here in printer. Oh, he sees something come in, doesn't realize it's his own teammate's drone. Free fires from Jag are going to do nothing because there is not a player there. Jay Got Booted holding onto long desk, waiting for Ace to show his face. Oh, Jay moved his sights to the right just a little bit, and that managed to stop him from getting the shot. If he hadn't have moved his stick to the right, if he'd have just crouched and fired, that would have been a kill guaranteed. Slam's going to be holding the tight little angle there on the top of the white stairs, while Zek is going to be on cams, giving intel to his teammates. Ulysses is going to take down Profit, and this round not looking good for free Elo as Colin gets into a gunfight with Malusi. That's Jay Got Booted on half health. Colin is going to bounce out. He's got a lot of bullets in that gun, obviously using the LMG because the M762 now sucks ass. So it makes perfect sense to use the LMG. Smoke does get spotted in this default position, but that is another drone lost, leaving 5 drones in the possession of the attack. Look at all the utility there on the defensive side. If you look in the top right-hand side of your screen, we've got proximity sensors, we've got barbed wire, we've got bulletproof cameras, we've got C4s, and we've got shields. Everything, every possible secondary utility being brought to the table here by the defenders as Sophia is spotted making her way down Spiral Staircase. Jag is going to push aggressively onto Ulysses and is going to take him down. Hulu is down as well on Baguette, but is going to get revived by his teammate. Jay Got Booted getting the res. 3 versus 4. 20 seconds left to go on the clock. Ace Selma is going to open up that wall behind Sledge, but it's going to get denied. Somehow it gets shot by Hulu, who manages to deny it. Good guy Zek laying down right there by that breach. He's going to have to move or he's going to die. There we go. Zek is gone, and the attackers now have control of the site if they need it. Jag runs in to start this plant. 3 versus 3 as Colin takes down 1. Plant is in progress. Hulu is the last man standing. He's going to get shut down by... well, gets shut down by Morgans. And before the plant can finish, free Elo have won the round based on kills. Oh my word. That was a close one. That was Apollo's round to lose. They had that sewn up. They were doing so well, but free Elo just... at the end there, just working very well as a team, getting open the walls they needed open, having the intel they needed, and just say, right, if you go in here, you go in here, you hold this angle, we should be able to get in, and we can at least get a plant down or start that plant, and we can maybe salvage this round and bring it back from the brinks of doom. And they did it. Well played. 3 attacking wins in a row for free Elo. So they have now managed to do what Apollo managed to do on attack and win 3 in a row. Tactical timeout is being called. Let's go into tactical timeout mode. It's being called by Apollo. No. Oh no. All right, let's get back to gameplay. Didn't catch it in time. All right, bear with me. All right. We will tactical timeout at the end of this round.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
You cannot pause, unfortunately, once things have started off. So, Apollo is the first team to actually call a tactical timeout in this season. Jag is going to approach admin. We have Slams roaming around here on the first floor. Roaming between first floor and possible basement. No, he's going upstairs to the top floor. Oh, I thought, for a minute there, I thought he'd seen an enemy. Ulysses is going to drop that hatch that has been opened up by his teammate. We've got players in Visa. No, sorry, outside Visa. I saw the outlines, assumed they were in Visa, but they're not. We do have control of the top floor now. 3 players up here. Stam's making his way up that yellow staircase. Sorry, I said in control of the top floor. In control of admin. The Selmas are going out already. That's going to start opening up this wall here. That's going to allow an extra line of sight. They're not going to be able to open this wall until those bandit batteries are taken out. Now, they would be able to do that from underneath if Free Elo have the whereabouts to shoot from down below. In fact, just one attacker down below, knowing where Good Guy Zek is playing, that is a free kill. That is a free kill. You just have to stand directly underneath him as Hulu takes out Morgans. You just stand here, shoot up, free frag. Prophet is down below. He can cook a grenade and get a kill here. Here we go. He's going to go for it. Oh, it takes out the utility and Zek is left on like 5 HP. Great throw there from Sledge, but it allows the wall to get open, but the kill is only just denied. Pluto is down. Smoke is going to rush out to try to finish off that kill. Gaston is going to go to finish it off. That is now a 3 versus 2 officially as Colin comes round. And Prophet managed to get the last kill, and that is end of round. All right, we will go to tactical timeout this time. We will do a proper tactical timeout now. There we go. Timer is paused. Let's go to tactical timeout. Where do I keep it? Where do I keep it? There it is. Let's go for it. There we go. All right. That is another attacking win for Free Elo. Hey, Clayzo, welcome to the stream. Long time no see. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much for joining us. Match point is where Free Elo find themselves. And Apollo are going to take this 30 seconds or so to have a conversation about what they're going to do differently here. They've gone to console and meeting, a site that they have just lost 2 times in a row. They want to go back there. They don't want to go to Cafeteria and Garage. They've decided that console and meeting is good enough. They were very, very close the first time they played here. But that time was much, much better for Free Elo, and they won it much quicker than they did the time before. So the question is, what makes Apollo think that it's going to pay off this time round? I don't know. Tactical timeout is over. We will resume the timer and get things underway. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first tactical timeout that we have had called in this season. It's so long since we had one. I didn't even spot it. It came in, I think, literally just as the round ended, and I was talking about the round, so I didn't see it pop up. I need to find some way to get an alert that comes up on my screen telling me tactical timeout. I don't know how I'm going to manage that. But I will work on it. I will work on it. Let's see what we can do to make this happen. All right, 6 versus 4. Free Elo find themselves a match point. They really, really struggled at the start of the map. And I don't know if Clayzo was here for it, but Clayzo, Free Elo struggled at the start. They really, really did. They went 4-2 down at the end of the first half. And this is becoming... In fact, yeah, they were 4-2 down at the end of the first half. And they've turned it around to 6-4. They're doing the Vanquish again. It seems to be that this is just going to be Free Elo's thing. Nah, we'll let them have a few rounds. Let them take some rounds. Yeah, let them have some rounds. Don't worry about it, boys. And then they just pull out the Uno reverse cards, flip it, and they start turning it into their favor, 6-4. And it's a huge mental advantage to win so many rounds in a row and flip something around this way. It's a huge mental challenge to come back from and do, but it's just as huge a mental advantage to be able to do it to the enemy. But at the same time, you kind of think, nah, law of averages, sod's law. Kind of says that when you've lost 4 in a row, the chances are you should win a 5th, right? You should win a 5th. So let's see what's going to happen. Magnet gets placed just in the nick of time. That stops the utility from coming in and possibly blinding. Jay got booted, who is playing on the Whammy. C4's going to get ripped there. Pluto down below with the kill onto Jay got booted. Beautiful frag there from him. That's the kind of thing you need to be watching and thinking about. That wasn't even from below, sorry, that was from the window. ADSs and magnets just not doing what they need to do. That's most unfortunate utility. Window gets smashed open and Profit gets the kill onto H8 Ulysses. Client-sided debris did not cause an issue there as Slams manages to take down Profit 4 versus 3. This is potentially the last round that we will get to see here on this map if Free Elo can close it. But Apollo are not out of the count just yet. Free Elo already in and starting the plant. What is going on? Where's the denial? There is no denial. Have Apollo given up? They don't know it's going down. Diffuser is planted, and Apollo are going to have to shift into overdrive as Jag manages to take down Hulu. Good guy Zek playing on the smoke. He's got the SMG-11 out, but he's not going to hit the shots he needs. Slams goes down. Good guy Zek, last man standing. He's going to manage to claim the life of Jag, but he's got to get 3 more and find that diffuser. Colin finishes off the kill with the lifeline as Good guy Zek with the rotate. Tries to come around, but he's going to fall at the hands of Pluto down below. And that is all she wrote. As Free Elo take it 7-4. GG's to both teams. It's quite the matchup. Well. Who would have thought it? Well, a lot of people thought it was going to happen. Not Voxy, but a lot of other people thought it was going to happen. So let's sort out the old post-game highlights here. There we go.